So, I'm recording this before the actual video, both in terms of recording the video itself and in terms of the video starting. I don't know why that took me so long to remember. I'm not doing this scripted, but I just wanted to say, as a brief intro to this was going to be a moveset map I was going to make. I never got around to the actual map part of it, but I ended up developing 3 of these movesets, one of which, I say that, technically it's 4, but that extra one is a recolor. And the first 2 are also just kind of JGS reset, asset reflips, because I wasn't going to bother that much and I wanted to make something as a proof of concept. But, I was going to make a moveset map where it was 8 moves and then a 9th bonus move that would be the big ultimate attack. Yeah, I given up on that. I don't know what it is, but making a ton of movesets just is it burns me out so much. I always get really jaded making movesets in JJS, and it's not a great thing considering JJS is like my main content, and I don't want to do update reviews because everyone does those. I don't want to do matches of ranked or public servers because I hate going in those. Especially because they're sort of anti-fun zones in general. But I wanted to make movesets because I enjoy making movesets. And I'm just so burnt out of making that one moveset. And I haven't been uploading for a few days because I was like, I'm going to make the JJS moveset video because JJS is the main thing on my channel and it's going to be so hype. People are going to be so excited because I'm still working on this, but I've changed my mind on that and I'm no longer working on it. So now, what I'm doing is I'm going to make this video to showcase what I did make in the end and talk about what was going to happen. So originally it was going to be 6 characters on release, Gojo, Sukuna, Byakuya, Ichigo, and then Anakin, with the 6th being Vader, but like I said, that was a recolor. And then next, future members of that roster were going to be Luke Skywalker, Dante, Virgil, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta. Originally they were going to be separate, but then eventually I changed the draft to have them as one with like a Gogeta Awakening, which would have been one of the few Awakening movesets. And then Gohan was going to be an additional member as well. And then it was going to be a bunch of Ben Tennyson movesets with differing aliens to spice them up, but mostly being relatively the same. And now I'm going to be scrapping it. I never had an idea for the map because I'm not a map builder. But I really wanted to do this because I thought it's going to be something fun to make. And then I got burnt out, I stopped working on it, and here we are. I think in future I'm still going to make JJS content, but I'm just going to back up on making as much because I feel like JJS content, it's not like it's dry, it's very easy to make JJS content. Hell, I could do ones reviewing custom movesets because there's so many and they're so good. Like, everyone knows about, a lot of people know about the Asaz Ben 10 movesets. I love that moveset so much. I can't wait for part 3 to drop, and it's my least favorite era of Ben 10, in that being Ben 10 Omniverse. But I can't wait for that to drop because I love that guy's movesets. He makes some really good movesets. But yeah, this video is just to be like, here's what would have been made, here's what was made for what could have been. But I'm still gonna make movesets it's just gonna take a lot longer. Next video won't be a Roblox game. It's actually going to be a game that I should have done a video on a very long time ago. I won't say what, but one of the editors might be flashing it on screen or showing it or pointing a big red arrow to it. Who knows? Anyways, hope you enjoy the video, and yeah. Alright, here we are. I was gonna have my editor here to showcase with me, but this video is coming really close to the deadline, so yeah, may as well just get it out and get it done over with now. So we're gonna start off with showing off Sakuna. There's no spawn items, by the way, because I wanted to be sort of faithful to JJS. The animations might take a second, but they're all meant to be cleave inspired. If you do up tilt or down slam, it will always do the up tilt version, which then switches your M1s to dismantle M1s. Now, I couldn't find a good effect for this, but I'm happy with what I did. I probably should have used an effect I'm just not thinking of, but alas, here we are. So, as you can see in the move list, I guess I should do the R special. So the R special changes depending on your stance. This will combo extend back into your M1 state. Whereas if you just do it, it'll be a sort of web cleave, which will send you back to your shrine M1s. And as you can see at the bottom of the first move, it says shrine. If I switch back to melee, oh yeah, I should mention the up tilt will auto switch to shrine M1s as well. But if you switch to melee M1s and you do strong dismantle, which it's just strong dismantle, but it has a different animation, it switches you back to shrine M1s automatically. Open. It's just open, nothing much else to say. I will say characters usually have more health in this, so yeah. Brutal combination is just rush. I gave it a different name, but I didn't agree with it, so I just went to brutal combination. I could have just called it rush, I guess, but you know. But it sends your M1s back to melee. Now, the next 3 moves change depending on if you're in Shrine M1s or default melee M1s. So we have Disrespectful Toss, full basic move. I'll hold off on Black Flash because Black Flash has a lot of gimmicks, and then we have Kamutoke. And then if we switch to Shrine M1s, we have Faint Slash, which is a counter if I spawn in a bullet dummy. It's a little cool effect I made. I'm really proud of how it turned out. Then we have the World Cutting Slash, which you should be familiar with, as it's the default one. Why do I still have mode? I thought that took mode. I must have forgot to code that. Oops. Oh no, it's max open that takes mode. But yeah. So then we have Domain Amplification and Reverse Curse Technique, which, if I showcase, Reverse Curse Technique will restore mode and course, heal health if I spawn in. Actually, wait, I got a better idea. Maybe like TNT. Perfect. And then if I just stand on it and use reverse curse technique, it'll heal me, obviously. And reverse curse technique has a short cooldown, but it also has an abuse cooldown, which you can't see. So if you spam it, you'll end up losing health and mode. This is true on both Gojo and Sukuna. But yeah, it'll stun you and you can't do anything. But if you land a Black Flash, which it's fast on Sukuna, you restore reverse curse technique mode and you lose the punish stocks. So if I like spam it, not that much. Oops. I'm gonna wait for the burnout to clear. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I'll still be in burnout, no matter what. But if I Black Flash, and now use it, it resets me back to... I think it sets me back to 0. Let me check. Black Flash, restore RCT usage. Yeah, it sets it back to 0. Which actually makes Sukuna better than Gojo, because Black Flashes restore the reverse curse technique. As for the powerful move, there's nothing crazy, it's just default domain. No unique gimmicks with this one. But yeah, oh yeah, and in this version of the domain you can do open furnace at the cost of no mode. It's lovely. It's so lovely. Okay, so that's Sukuna. Moving on to Gojo. Now Gojo's quite interesting. So whilst he's mostly the same, his gimmick doesn't work the same as Sukuna. He still has the same reverse curse technique, but he only has the 3 stocks, and it also restores his infinity. Now Infinity, when you use it, is a basically iframes move. If I spawn in an attacking dummy and a bullet dummy, it's just a counter, as you can see. They can't hit me until it runs out, which then they can. And you'll be indicated if it runs out by the particle effects. So, limitless teleportation, you have just the R special as that, because the R special now is the lose curse energy. Does not buff M1s. I don't think it does. Might be wrong on that. But it turns limitless strikes into rapid punches by default. It's just 2-fold kick. Black Flash is still the same. It has a longer wind-up because it's slightly more stronger and gives cursed energy enhancement. Regular Lapse Blue, something you're very familiar with. Crystal Red. Both the cursed energy variants of blue and red are their maximums, so you can do max blue, you can do max red, and then hollow purple will do 50% of your mode for all the damage. But what I do want to mention is that if you jump and do limitless teleportation, it will change your red into the R special versions. So if you're Black Flash, you want to do the Black Flash version of red, you can. It doesn't give any of the Black Flash benefits, although I should have made it do that retroactively. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how Gojo turned out, all things considering. His awakening, his, of course, his domain. You do have time to pop off Hollow Purple beforehand, but that's Gojo. And final characters are Anakin and Vader, which are both the same moveset, but for moveset showcase purposes. This is what the hilt looks like on Anakin. This is the first one I made of the two, so it looks a little crappy to put it plainly. And this is Vader's hilt, which I'm super happy with how this turned out. So yeah, the fifth move will toggle your lightsaber, which will make you run and jump faster at the cost of losing health, so that way you can't run for your life. The M1s, you have 3 M1s. The default M1s will do that as a reset. If you press your R special, you switch to a heavier form where you do more damage, and the last kick block breaks, but it does have no damage. First skill, Passionate Strike. You do a little overhead strike. I can't remember if it hits right hold. I think it does, I can't tell. With the lightsaber off, this is brute force, because, you know, Anakin did throw hands a few times. Next move, force pull. Pull the opponent towards you, it does damage. And it is blockable, but I gave it a property that I'm quite proud of. But no matter if you block it, it still pulls you closer. Lightsaber throw. It doesn't spin, but you throw your lightsaber and pull it back. After lightsaber's off, it turns into rapid punches. Now the parry stance is interesting because it is a counter. It was supposed to be a whole stance, but I couldn't get it to work right. And naturally, because it's the parry stance, you deflect projectiles, but if you parry too much, if I get the opportunity to parry, there we go. If you parry too much, you'll break your stamina, which puts parry stance on a long cooldown. Now, force push. You know, it's an AOE, like Retribution from Battlefront, unblockable. Force choke, which is blockable. Levitates the opponent as they choke. I don't think I gave it a finisher. Untamed Anger, you heal and get a bit of load, as well as a huge damage buff. I actually forgot how big the damage buff it is. And then, I guess I'll do this to figure out if it... I just want to stack it a few times and then... Oh yeah, I can. But yeah, it could kill, so... And then finally, the ult move, which I don't know if this is blockable. Oh, it's not, but it's Retribution, the move from Battlefront 2. Basically a one-shot. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, since this is one of the few characters with a unique forward dash, you can do a little aerial jump if your lightsaber's off and you... Oh yeah. Which I really like. I really love this little forward hop you can can do. It makes them really fun for mobility, and like if I ever make a Spider-Man moveset, I will be using this as like a influence. But yeah, this is what was made for the moveset map. Again, I wish I had the photos of the plans with the other characters, but I don't. But yeah, I never got around to making Ichigo and Byakuya, and then the others that I was going to add never made the cut either. But like I said, I'll talk about that in the intro. Next video is going to be not a Roblox game, despite SU literally updating as of the time of me recording this. It really updated like tonight. I don't really care for Shinra as a character. I might still do a video on it, but yeah. Anyways, peace out and enjoy whatever your day is going to be. I always do a different intro every time. But yeah, like, subscribe, and see ya.